I'm going to process all this chicken that I got the other day. I told you guys I got this on sale. Buy one, get one free for these big packs of chicken. So what I'm gonna do is wash up, get out my vacuum sealer, and then we're gonna process this chicken. I'm gonna show you guys the ways I'm gonna do that. First, hair tie. I'm gonna put this over here for now, because we're gonna package all of this chicken up, and we'll put it on my cutting board, my sharp knife. I'm gonna take my rings off, wash my hands, and we'll get started. I'm going to trim some of the fat off if it needs it. And then I'm going to cut them in half for some of them. And again, we'll save all this fat for stock. But I'm going to cut some of these in like lengthwise like this to make thin sliced chicken breast. And then some of them I'm going to leave whole for like if I'm cooking and I want to throw it into a soup or something that's going to cook in the slow cooker. And then some of them I'm going to dice. So I'm going to go ahead and do all the diced chicken first. And I'm going to dice it into just bite-sized pieces. And then we will package those up and put those in the freezer. Not worried about getting every piece of fat, just the big chunks. Again, none of this is going to go to waste. All of that will go to making chicken broth. I just ordered a pressure canner for the first time ever. I have never done that before, so I normally make my broth and just freeze it. But I got a pressure canner, so if you guys have any like go-to things that you enjoy pressure canning, then let me know so I can give them a try, because it'll be a new one for me. I don't enjoy working with raw meat that much, so I like to get this all done at once, and then I don't have to deal with it again. I don't have to do it again. I spatchcocked a chicken for two chickens for a Christmas dinner this year, and it turned out wonderful. So I'll have to do that with you guys. All right, let's get these packaged up and then we'll take care of that other one. Massive chicken. And you can always save leftovers. And this will be our 4 thin chicken breasts, which that works out. Okay, that'll work. Perfect. We'll probably do the same thing with the other bag. So we'll have 2 breasts that we dice, 2 breasts that we have as whole, and then 2 that we cut thin. This will be perfect for like when we make butter chicken, or if you want to just throw this into, you want to cook this up, throw it into salads. You know, I just like having different options, and that way they're not all full chicken breasts. And so when I cut them up, or when I thaw them, I don't have to dirty up the whole kitchen and wipe everything down from chicken being cut and processed. So I only have to do that today. And then I have Get ready to go. I prefer chicken thighs in general for cooking, but these were on sale at such a good price, I just couldn't pass them up. So, beautiful, thin sliced. Got all that done. You wanted to throw marinades in these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, so I'm not going to put any marinade or anything in there. But you absolutely could go ahead and put marinades in there and freeze them that way. All right, now let's get to processing. Let me get... Okay, so we have all of our chicken bagged up. So now I pulled out the food saver. We're going to get this processed. I did put those extra pieces in just a freezer bag. So this will go with my chicken bones and stuff for broth. But this is my food saver. Love this thing. So I got this used. So you're just gonna put your little baggie in this little green part here. Close that down. Lock it. We're gonna say it's moist. Vacuum seal. So it'll suck all the air out and then it will go directly into sealing mode. Okay, so it's sealing now. And it's done. So now you open it up. You have perfectly vacuum sealed chicken that you can throw in your freezer. So those are the thin sliced ones. These are just the regular chicken breasts. So I'm just going to continue to do this, all of this, and then I will catch you guys in just a second. All right, we're all done. So look how easy and quick that was. Did it on my lunch break, and I got 2 things of diced chicken to go into the freezer, 2 things of chicken breasts to go into the freezer, and then 2 things of the sliced chicken breast to go in the freezer. So this is at least 6 meals plus leftovers, so more than that really. Plus the extras for making broth. So I'm gonna go get all of this put away in the freezers and put my food saver away and then sanitize everything. Okay, last time you saw me freezing all that chicken, right? Today we're going to make chicken broth in the Instant Pot. So I'm gonna get all of my, it's so easy to do. I'm gonna get all of my stuff out. Trusty Instant Pot. So here is what we're going to do. I have like 2 rotisserie chicken carcasses in here, so like the bones and the leftover meat that was on the bones, and then all the fat that I trimmed off of that chicken the other day. We're gonna get this into the Instant Pot. Stock bag. There's some like onion peels and leftover pieces in there. And what we don't have in here, I'm going to put some actual like fresh veggies in here too. We are going to put some carrots, some celery, some garlic, and some onion, and then water, salt, peppercorns. I'm just gonna like literally rinse these off and then just rough chop them, throw them in here. Peels and all. Just gonna cut the end off this garlic. So we have carrots, garlic, celery, chicken, chicken bones, salt, pepper, onion. And now we're gonna fill this to the max line with water. I got exactly 4 quarts in there. So now we're going to, that's it, y'all. That's all you have to do. Lock it up. We're going to pressure can on high for 1 hour. And that's it. So now I will show you when we come back when this is done, and we're going to strain it, and it's going to be delicious. And then we will try out our new pressure canner. I'm so excited. Such an adult. Who am I? Our broth is done. It's just been releasing and on warm for a little bit. Look at the chicken broth.
What?
I made chicken broth.
I thought this was a canner.
It is. That's this.
Oh.
I have to make the chicken broth before.
Well, obviously they look the same. I thought this was the
Oh, you
canner.
want batteries in this. That's right. All right. So we are going to strain this broth, and then we will let it cool, and I'm gonna read the instructions on my canner. I've never used it before. All right. Got my big stock pot here. I'm gonna put my strainer on. Made a little mess, but not terrible. So I'm gonna let this cool. Beautiful and smells so good. Hi, I made chicken broth.
Wow, that's amazing, honey. I love supporting you in all your endeavors.
It smells good.
Does it?
All right, I'm gonna let it cool because the fat will come to the top, and then we can scoop the fat off. And then I'm gonna.
The fat's the best part.
Well, we can save the fat. You can actually cook with it.
Oh, fantastic.
So you can save the fat and then
Is that a good idea, buddy?
cook with it.
Is that a good idea?
What was say?
What'd she say? She said we could save the fat and cook with it later.
So this is gonna cool, and I'm gonna read up on my canner.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Okay, I read the directions while my broth has been cooling. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, you have to worm your jars in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my jars out and get them in here. You're supposed to fill in with water, and we're gonna get them in here, and we'll start the jar warming process. So I'm gonna fill my canner up to this fill line that's inside with water, and then I'm gonna fill my jars halfway with water and insert them in here. All right, so we have ours filled up. You wanna sit right here? Okay. I'm just gonna fill up all my jars and get them in there. So I'm halfway, put them in on top of my rack. Okay, let's not pick that one up. That one doesn't go in here, okay? Put it in. You don't dump it, you're just gonna set the whole jar down. Perfect. Perfect. Here, I think we can fit one more jar. Right here. Perfect, good job. Great job, bud. And I am going to, I forgot to add this in, but I'm gonna add a little splash of vinegar in here because I heard that that helps with if you have hard water, to keep your jars clear and not have stains on them. So I'm gonna put a little tiny touch of vinegar. Just a splash. It's warming our jars, and it'll beep when they're nice and warm. And by that time, hopefully we'll be ready to fill our jars with the broth. All right, it says fill jars. So we're gonna fill the jars. Whoa. Canning funnel out. Rings out. Jar lifter out here. I'm gonna get a plate so I can skim the fat off of this, and then we'll either save it and cook with it later or throw it out, whichever one you want to do. There's not a ton of fat in here, and you want to take this off because it can affect the seal of your jars. So, okay. I'm gonna get my jars out, and you're gonna do one at a time because you want to keep them nice and warm. Empty the water out. So I got my broth right here, canner right here. Beautiful. Get a cloth with some vinegar on it to clean the rim here. While you're cleaning it, you can also check and make sure that there's no chips in your jar. You just want to do finger tight, that's it. Put it back in, and we're going to do that process with all the rest of our jars. Yeah. Okay, so I got 7 jars in here, and I still have a little bit of broth left, so I'm gonna use that for later when we make butter chicken. But yeah, we're ready for our next step. So it says fill jars. So we did that. So we're supposed to lock this. Okay. And now it's saying heat. Yeah. Okay. So next, that's all we have to do for this step. The next step will be when it tells us to put the regulator on. So. Okay, it's beeping at me now to put the regulator on. So I'm gonna put this little thing right here on, and then hit play. And now it says can. So now it's gonna be in the canning process, and I don't think I have to do anything else until it's completely done because it goes through a cooling process as well. So, see? You guys, it just beeped that it's done. And it says done. So, we're gonna open this bad boy up. I'm so excited. Wow. So I'm gonna get a towel on my counter back here, and we've already got them pinging. That's a good sign. And then I'm gonna let them sit on the counter with the rings on for till tomorrow, and then we'll put them away. But they're all done. All right, I'm gonna let them sit and cool for 24 hours, and then we'll take the rings off and we'll be able to put them in our pantry. Our first pressure canning project. I'm gonna love this baby, I already know it. If you guys can anything else, pressure can anything else that's super easy, let me know, because now I have one and I can try it out. Do you want the good news or the bad news? Bad news is 3 of my jars did not seal. Good news is 4 of them did. So we have some beautiful home canned chicken broth. So I'm gonna get my jars all washed up, label them, and put them in the pantry. I'm pretty happy with 4 out of 7 for my first try ever. I'm sure I did some things wrong. I have had these lids for a long time, so it could have been in that situation. Like, I don't know what it was, but if you saw something I did wrong in the comments, please let me know. I'm so new, no idea what I'm doing, just kind of winging it and doing the research as I go. So I'm happy with 4. I did pour the rest of the broth into a big jar and put it in the refrigerator. So I'll just make some soup this week. It's really cold this week, so it'll be perfect to make some soup. But I did get 4 beautiful cans of chicken broth. So, you know, just on your friendly neighborhood homesteader, just on my journey here. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Who knows what adventures I'll get into the next one.